Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon...
Thanks, Paimon. Speaking of which,
Of course we went. A lot of things...
I see. If there is another...
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current...
Dia! You...
It's called covert protection. Keeping...
It's alright, Dia. The festival's tomorrow.
Even when you put it that way...
Don't worry, my...
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many...
Oh, you two must be exhausted. I've already prepared a room.
Whoa, you're so tough.
Every item I sell.
Here we are. It's...
It looks really nice.
Not at all.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon could tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about all of my friends will be...
Yeah, it'll be pretty...
Then let's meet at the nearby...
It's a deal.
I may be too excited for...
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero Festival. Oh, no. Did we oversleep? We should go meet...
Traveler, Paimon.
Good morning, Dunyarza.
Not at all.
You've worked so hard.
You know it. Well, shall we? Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away.
Mushrooms, so...
It's another Generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Rukushiva mushroom.
So, the Sub-Zero...
You don't have to be...
Wait, but if that's the case, then wouldn't the pirate... Oh, Traveler, we have... Thanks! Alright.
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at
What's alchemical divination?
Right?
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any two...
Sure sounds random.
That is precisely what we need.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusan...
Why does everything sound so much more
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This... Okay, one moment.
Paimon wants to take a look too!
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up?
Oh, I remember now. It means...
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition...
He's not even trying to...
Naturally.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda.
It's a weird guy. Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
In the few short days... All right, little soldiers, take...
Yes, Knight! Just what?
Ferris, the Knight of...
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's spot.
As are we to you.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speak...
Whichever one.
That is the...
Ooh, those are...
And there's also Liz...
Huh? What's a...
Onikabuto is a little...
Dunyarzad? You tried them before? It's all right.
I also believe in your...
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Attention!
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many...
The Sunsetia-flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most...
Really?
It's Night of...
They all basically sound the same.
Oh, actually, can you come with me to get it?
Dunyarzad, you probably...
Trying too hard?
We're too late. Who knew?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't...
Who are you?
That's right. We haven't received any of their Mora.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homiyanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia the Flame Main. No, what?
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her...
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs.
Aren't your claws all dull by now?
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to his...
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's...
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of...
Over there! Someone's...
I think I just saw the Academia's grand sing...
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you...
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. This is a hard pill to swallow, but...
Art. Dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activity? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce—
Understood. I will
the Sub-Zerus Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the academia can't find us and perform there.
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all.
You seem...
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go?
Sure! Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little Actually, what is the Haftmewa?
It's one of the...
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you... In that case, Paimon also felt... So, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it. You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat? Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but...
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. That thing? Isn't this going a bit too far? How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, Yumi, that's impossible. We were just talking about how gross it looked. So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times. Hey, Dunyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet...
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully...
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness.
I'm okay. His arm got scratched.
Whew. That's a big relief. But...
Not at all. I've always been like this. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know...
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling...
Oh, Paimon sees.
It's almost time.
Huh?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to be...
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before...
Understood.
The Sub-Zeros
Nilou?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
It's okay.
But you've been really looking for...
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't...
True, but...
The next festival...
Wait.
No, nothing.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Exhaustion. Same here. That's my Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still...
Continue to monitor the variances in the data.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all.
Huh? Paimon?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can... Oh, are you interested in Yalda Candy? It's not that simple. Each box contains a random... And there's also lizard tail...
Huh?
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck. Paimon's... What?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? Mind reading?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? Hey! for? What? Traveler? That's...
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done... That does... That should...
A time loop.
You've given similarly.
Still the wrong answer?
A simple time loop.
Juniors.
The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite...
Let's think about our current situation. And to do that, we need... Hiden rejected the idea of a time loop, so Paimon's memories say that we've already done this
Hey, it's you guys. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. Huh? What brought this about? What kind of fella? Didn't you know that no one...
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? True. Anyway, if this all really were just a dream...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it!
You're really... So, you're...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought what you just said...
Paimon knew you...
Marvelous.
When you say it like that,
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more. The book only says...
So that's how... We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah. If we tap into Dia's strong...
I'm fine, my...
Perfect timing!
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You
want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest...
How did you know what...
We need to say something
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including me.
Alright, so this is the...
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about.
I'll go... My lady, are you angry? All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's...
I told you that it won't help to bring anyone.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunya.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and...
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive.
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma.
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings.
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's fest... So, you think the sages are behind it?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Getting to awaken our memories using something that looks...
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
A gnosis could do that?
So, this Nahida you mentioned.
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for, but...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you...
Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. That doesn't sound... People in Sumeru don't drink... That doesn't... My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't?
What's the point of doing...
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in this hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City...
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep. But we took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate...
But we cannot lose all of our...
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. should...
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to...
If we're lab rats, then what are you? The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to...
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot, yes.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt?
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had... It's as if I've already used it to fight a...
You're saying that, although you don't remember using it, your body feels like...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle...
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two are talking...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still...
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget it. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia... Listen, Nahida, we found out that... Do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on all that progress.
Hey! What kind of...
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie. And the...
Okay, no more!
That's why it makes no sense to waste your... Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your... Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why such...
It's so strange and so against common sense that... Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively...
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still up. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An
Paimon's at the duk-duk!
Of course. In the time we've been together...
Paimon...
In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of this?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we...
So...
The moon, illusions, and lies. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. And... The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of an... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, the mercenaries rely... The moon, illusions, and... We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's fest... Okay, now...
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of... That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's... But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting...
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or...
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn...
Right! She did help us find her...
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't...
Get hurt? Why would I?
Well, you're still getting used to...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about...
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's...
Yes, your memories...
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that...
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used? The money we spent? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is...
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of... Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is... It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique...
Is that really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an art. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the... Whew! Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been... Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been... Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's real. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning? How about we go back and ask Nahid? Early today? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember...
We did? But we don't remember anything. What?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time...
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigation.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and...
Can't go back! There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
Why can't we leave the city?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already...
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in it.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we... This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all, huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But... What if things get really... Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible, and please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never see you again! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that...
Paimon, calm down. She's...
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you.
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us you... I see. Using two...
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon...
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big, but this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But how come...
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay.
Yep! Nope!
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending...
To make something like this? Nahida, you really...
Yep. I'll help you save the messages.
We'll never know until we try. At least, let's go then. Let's explore. All right, okay. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes, although the signal was choppy and had some
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival and I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible, and all these spaces are empty. Except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city, but everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here. You?
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end?
Probably because yesterday just happened to...
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said, even the final
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Was that space actually the real world? But... all the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city... all the bizarre spaces... My impression is that each day in this samsara...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are the...
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, so no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? Hey, where are you?
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you...
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh. You're back! I've been waiting for... Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the event. The moon, illusions, and lies. What if people in Sumeru don't dream? We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. All the bizarre space we've already experienced. Okay, Nahida's.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akash and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without... So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact...
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the... It compiles the wisdom of the entire population, and it grants knowledge to... It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. The Akasha relies on the power...
That doesn't sound... That doesn't...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power, but... Is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akash...
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most act... In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wit...
So in other words, the complete opposite of... Emma remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish. The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many... My mind feels The beep is a prompt...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant... Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of no one is any the wiser as another day passes and people wake up to yet another dream about the
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is...
Very good, Paimon. Using it...
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually actually from our real-life Akasha terminals.
Alright, last question.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's Now that I think about it... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been a hint. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord...
Yes, those can wait until we're back in On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions. Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter after we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara...
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon?
In the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we... Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees.
But personality-wise,
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. You know, speaking of which... The old
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was you who...
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way off from being I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most...
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida.
I'm not beating myself up.
Don't be like that, Nahida.
To prevent more tragedies like this,
Great, but...
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh?
So, well, if this is someone's dream, then which means, with the power of imagination...
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through like when the server at a tavern brings up... However, the dream will respond in kind. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it finds some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens...
How are we going to find them, though? And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize... After all, like you said, don't wake asleep.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. As for me...
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of...
Yes. I want to hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of plus...
She was such a good person. Was such a... Yeah. Saving Dun... But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Paimon's wondering. Do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Huh. That's true. Plus, the sage... So, who do you think the host of the dream is? would make sense. Fairest the Night of Flowers is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival. Let's go ask him some questions.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine.
An experiment?
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make...
Last question!
Okay, my wish.
Oh.
I noticed her. She just doesn't. I've also wondered if the...
So...
when she placed... What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh!
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one... Nice try, you...
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad...
My ladies.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This... Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself...
Oh, perfect! Hold the line! Right, him? Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
Where do you think
Rust
you're...
and rebuild. Absorption test. Yeah.
I'll get back.
My royal... Mama, get them! Animal test 6308. Stand clear. Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad... Oh, and remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, she said it was because she had forgotten something? Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still... This is the place! It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but... Hey! The windows are unlocked! Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing in... Should we open it? Wow. Dunyarzad wrote even though she was... She must have wanted to, if we hadn't found this book, but now that we know, we can't even think... Hey! Where are you off to It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about—
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean—
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now— what? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation. The Grand Sage has already granted you much—
Oh.
Traveler?
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the stage's— so they're just substitutes!
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting...
Hey! They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, it's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu... So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was... But if we went to end the samsara, how should we make Nilu real?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord...
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, as far as you know, people in...
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story.
Yep.
But in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found his wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search for the Dendro." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story?
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But...
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Milu's dance.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Paimon thinks it was the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal. She's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
Well done, Traveler. And thank you, Dunyarzad.
I'm sorry.
Dunyarzad! You're okay.
Oh, a Traveler, Paimon. I just had a dream.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the end. Dunyarzad, did you...
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's...
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness became such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, where both will gradually fade until I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment...
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily?
Both are fine.
I'm all right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange. If the Traveler hadn't broke, I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't. I think they're deliberately trying to...
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives. Make things right. Got it. I hope to be honest, maintaining doing...
Oh, and go and get some sleep. What a relief.
Traveler?
Maybe you were sleepwalking, you know?
I see.